Hey, this is Toby. Welcome back to another video on this channel. This will be the last part of our coding series of the moving average pullback EA. If you have not watched the first and second part, I will link them up here. And in the end of this video, we will also do some backtesting, so stay tuned. Okay, so last time we left off here, we coded the draw object function or custom function to draw the upper and lower trigger levels. And yeah, now we can check if we want to open a buy position. So let's add a comment here and let's just type check for a new buy position. And here we write a simple if statement. And in here, of course, we want to make sure that we don't have a buy position open. So we can use our count buy variable here and check if this is 0. And we want to check, of course, if we are below our lower trigger level. So if we have our trigger level here, for example, we want to check if the current price is below this level, so we can open a buy position. So let's add this here for this condition. So we can use our tick variable dot, and this time, of course, we use the ask price because we open a buy position at the ask price. So the tick ask has to be below or equal to our moving average value, and subtract the ATR multiplied by our input trigger level, like this. And now we can open up the body of the if statement, and in here we will open a buy position. Okay, so let's compile, make sure we have no mistake here. And first of all, inside this if statement body, we want to check if we need to close a sell position, because we have the option here with our inputs to set here this input close by signal to true. And then when we get a signal for a buy position, we should open all sell positions. So we can do this in here. Close sell trade, and we do a simple check here if our input close by signal is true. In this case, we close the position. So I will just add a comment here, because right now we don't have the custom function coded to close position, and we will add this later. Next, let's add a comment here to calculate the stop loss and take profit. Calculate stop loss, take profit. So here we declare a new variable called stop loss of type double, and we set this depending on the input stop loss ATR. So if this is equal to 0, then we set the stop loss variable here to 0. And else we set the stop loss to tick.bit, and we subtract our ATR multiplied by our input stop loss ATR variable, like this. And this here is just another way writing a if-else statement, basically. Now let's also calculate the take profit here. So double take profit, and we set the take profit. First of all, we check the take profit mode. So input take profit mode, because if the take profit mode is equal to moving average, we also want to set the take profit to 0, because we will later check in the on tick if the price crosses the moving average and close the position. So we don't need a take profit at the server side. I think that's fine for a take profit. I would not do this with a stop loss, but for a take profit, that's fine. So if this is take profit mode moving average, in this case, we want to set the take profit to 0, and else we again check the input take profit ATR input variable, and if this is equal to 0, then we also set the take profit to 0, and else we set it to input take profit ATR, and of course multiplied by the ATR here, like this. Okay, let's hit compile. Okay, we have one mistake here. We are missing a bracket here, of course. Yeah, let's just comment this line out here completely, like this. And let's hit compile. Okay, no mistake. Now next, let's add a comment here to normalize the price of the stop loss and take profit. And for this, we also need a custom function. And we will do this later together with the close function in our custom function section. Let's just add a comment here. And now let's actually open the buy position. So we can write trade dot position open. Here the symbol, underscore symbol for the current symbol, order type buy. We want to use our input lot size for the volume. The price is our tick dot ask price. Stop loss, our stop loss variable, take profit variable, and the comment we can just type MA pullback EA, something like this. Okay, so now in order to open a buy position, we need to write the close positions function here and also the normalized price function. So that's the next step. And before we do this, let's hit compile to make sure we have no mistake here. Okay, so let's go down to the custom functions section here, where we have our check inputs function, our count open positions function, and our draw objects function. And maybe we write the normalized price function here after the check inputs and before the count open positions function. So we can just write a comment here, normalize price, and the return of this function is a boolean, and the name normalize price. And for the parameters, we will have one parameter passed as reference, so end and price. Let's open up the body here. In the end, we want to return true, like this. And in here now, let's first of all declare a variable called tick size, and by default we set it to 0, or we initialize it with 0. And now we write a if statement, add a exclamation mark here, that's very important, and we use the symbol info double function to get the current tick size of the symbol. So here underscore symbol, and now symbol, what is it called? Symbol trade tick size, trade tick size, and we use our tick size variable here, like this. And if this fails, we also want to print a message for the user. So print failed to get tick size, like this, and we want to return false here, and else we return true in the end of the function. Before we do this, we also need to normalize the price, of course. So we have the tick size now with this call, and now we set the price to normalize double. Or we have a spelling mistake here, so normalize price, of course. So normalize double here is the predefined function, and here we just set the price and we divide the price by the tick size, and we multiply this again by the tick size, and we round this to underscore digits like this. Okay, let's see. Let's add another bracket here. So we basically get this, multiply it by the tick size, and we round this down to the number of digits of our symbol. So now we have the price here, and we get the price because this parameter is passed by reference back to our onTick function. So let's hit compile. There's no mistake here. Next custom function we want to code is the close positions function. So we can go maybe after the count open positions function here. Before the draw objects function, we can write another comment. Close positions. And I will just, let's write a new function here, type void, close positions. And here for the input parameter, one of type boolean by underscore cell. So if this is set to true, we want to close all buy positions. If this is set to false, we want to close all sell positions. Let's open up the body here. And first of all, now we can copy this part here from the count open positions function, because it's pretty similar. So we start here with getting the total number of open positions. Then we loop through all the positions. We select the position, we check the magic number, and now we need to check if our buy sell parameter is true, and if the position type is position type buy, or position type sell. In this case, we want to continue with the next position. Like this. And we do the same if our buy sell parameter is false. So make sure to add a exclamation mark here. And the position type is position type buy. Then we just want to continue with the next position. Like this. Make sure here to change this to sell and this here to buy. Add an exclamation mark here, and that's all we need to do. And of course we need to close the position. Trade dot position close. We just need to specify the ticket. We get a ticket with position dot ticket, our C position info object here, and we close this with another bracket and a semicolon. Okay, that's all we need to do here in this function. Let's change this here to position, like this. Close positions by sell. We get the total numbers, we loop through all positions, we select the position, check the magic number, and we close the position. Okay, let's hit compile. Make sure you have no mistakes. And now we can go back to the onTick function, and we can use the two custom functions here to open a buy position. Okay, so here now, instead of the comment, we can now actually close the sell position. So if the input close by signal is true, we want to close positions, and we want to close all sell positions. So we write false here for the parameter. We add a semicolon and we close the if body like this. Let's hit compile. Okay, and we also want to normalize the price. So now we have the normalize price function, and we can just write a if statement here and add a exclamation mark. So if our normalize price function returns false, and the parameters here is, of course, the stop loss. In this case, we want to return, just return for the onTick function, and we don't want to open a position. And we do the same for the take profit. So make sure to add a exclamation mark here, and that's very important. And then we open the trade. Okay, let's hit compile. So we have no mistake. Now we can already check if we open and close positions. Of course, we check this first for the buy positions, and if everything works fine, we will add the sell positions. Oh, and let's also add a comment here, maybe just open by position, so it's easier to read position, and yeah, hit compile again. And now we can switch to the MetaTrader 5 platform. So open the strategy tester here, select the EA. The symbol is not important. 1 hour time frame. Every tick is fine. Optimization disabled, and yeah, the visual mode is selected. So let's take a look at the inputs. I think these are just the default inputs. Yeah, let's just hit start and see what we get, if we open a buy position or not. We see the trigger lines here, and now we need to wait until the price crosses our lower trigger to open a buy position. Yeah, let's just wait a little bit. It's where we close, and yeah, we should open a buy position, but we have a lot of error messages here. I will not cut the video. Let's debug this here live, because I also do a lot of stupid stuff. So we can read the message, invalid stops. So the stop loss is 0.893. For buy position, this has to be below. This looks fine. Take profit 0.00. Okay, this is not correct. We probably just took the ATR value for the take profit. So let's take a look at the code. Here, yeah, we of course need to get the tick.ask and add the ATR value multiplied by our input here. Okay, let's hit compile again. Let's close the visual tester and let's start this again. Let's wait till we hit the lower trigger, and we should open a buy position with the correct take profit. Okay. Yeah, we see no error message here in the log. We have a position open, a buy position with a stop loss take profit. The take profit is here, just at the other trigger level. Stop loss is down below here. Looks correct. And yeah, let's just speed this up a little bit. And let's wait maybe for another trade. Okay, stop loss got hit, and we have another buy trade closed in profit. Okay, so it looks like it's working fine. Let's code also the sell position. So I will just copy this here, and I will paste it here before the draw objects function, like this. And can you see everything? Yeah. And let's change the comment here. Check for a new sell position. Now you have to be very careful with copy and paste. So you change everything you need to change. So count has to be count sell, tick, bid, not ask, and this has to be greater than our MA plus the ATR value multiplied by our trigger level. Close trade. And this time here true for the parameter. Calculate stop loss take profit. This is the same. Now here the ask price, and we add this to the ask price. For take profit, everything is the same. Here now bid price, and we subtract. this from the bid price. Normalized price is the same. Open sell position, trade position open symbol, order type sell, lot size tick dot bid, stop loss take profit. Okay, that's all. Let's also change the comment up here. I just saw this trade, and let's hit compile. Make sure you have no mistake, and let's switch to the platform and test it again. Now we should open buy and sell positions. Okay, we have a sell position here with the stop loss up here, take profit at the trigger level. This looks fine. And we close it here in profit. Then we open a buy position. Okay, this looks fine. Yeah, let's close the visual tester. Okay, the last thing we need to do in our EA is to add the ability to close the position at the moving average. So we do this here before we draw the object at the end of the onTick function. So we can just write a comment here, check by position take profit at moving average. So we write a if statement here. And first of all, we want to have a buy position open, of course. So this has to be created in 0. And another condition is that our input take profit mode is equal to take profit mode MA. And now the tick dot bid, this has to be greater than the moving average value. And in this case, we want to close the position. We use our function close positions, and we want to close the buy position, so true, like this. And we do the same for the take profit of the sell positions. So count sell has to be greater than 0, input has to be mode MA, tick ask has to be below or equal to our moving average. In this case, we want to close all the sell positions. Let's also change this comment here, check position take profit at moving average, like this. This should be it for the coding part. Let's compile. Okay, so let's run some backtests in the strategy tester. So I switched to a MetaTrader 5 platform, and let's maybe start with the euro-dollar symbol, 1 hour time frame, last 2 years, open price only mode, fast generic algorithm. Yeah, let's just run a fast optimization here. Let's see the results. Okay, we got some profitable results here, but they don't look that good. If we take a look at this one here, yeah, the equity graph looks okay, but I would not trade this. Let's maybe switch to another symbol, British pound, New Zealand dollar, and I use just the broker data for these backtests here. So let's run a optimization here, just to see if we find a good symbol for the EA. Okay, they already look a little bit better. But this is of course only 2 years of data. So let's see what happens when we start in 2016, for example. Same inputs. Yeah, let's run this. Okay, we can see we started the optimization probably here. So this part here was optimized, and the part here is basically out of sample. So I'm pretty impressed with the results here. But the one I showed you in the beginning of the series, I think this was with another symbol, outcat, I think. And for the inputs, yeah, I will just load them here. These are the inputs. So we use a trigger level of 6, a big stop loss, which is typical for a mean reverting strategy. We close at the moving average, and yeah, these two are not important. Moving average period of 100 and 125 for the ATR period. So let's run this here. I run this now in the open price only mode, so it's a lot faster. You get even better result when you run this with the every tick mode, but this just takes a lot of time. Okay, and I just let the EA run here with these settings on outcut in the every tick mode with these inputs here. These are the ones I showed you in the beginning of the series. So this just takes a while here. Feel free to test different symbols, test different time frames, and yeah, you can also change, for example, the distance between the moving average and the trigger lines, not based on ATR, but use another metric to get to your trigger lines. Add different types of stop loss, take profit to this EA, use a different moving average, maybe a exponential moving average, and so on. But for this symbol, this EA works pretty good. Of course, if you use different data and if you have another broker, you get different results, but this is just the default data from Darwin X here. And yeah, if this video was helpful for you, make sure to like the video, write a comment if you have a question. If you are interested in a programming course on mql5, make sure to visit my website, and I also have a Discord server now. You are able to join with the link below the video for free. And yeah, I hope this was helpful for you, and I will see you in one of the next videos. I wish you the best in trading and have a great day. Bye bye.